Hey everyone, first off, huge round of applause to everyone. I mean, we honestly couldn't have gotten to this point without you. That's not me just saying things. I mean, literally, we couldn't have gotten 60,000 subscribers without all of you involved, and we're making our way to 70,000, honestly, so this is fantastic and I really appreciate it. It's so cool to see this channel grow. And because that actual event happened during a crazy time of the year, I thought we would combine it with our end of the year video just to make it a little easier on myself and also make sure I thank you in the process. And in doing so, I wanted to do a few things that we had talked about doing in the past 2 years, which is a giveaway of a few items for you all, an explanation to the channel rebrand, quick tour of my newish office, as well as an FAQ section with all the questions that people have asked me over the past few years and I just really didn't feel like answering them. But we'll also include a quick glimpse into the future of what the channel will hold this following year, and everything won't be in this order, so make sure you just stick around for the whole thing so that you don't miss out on any details. First off, let's start with the channel rebrand, because as you may have noticed, there wasn't an intro to this video and we need to fix that because there hasn't been an intro to this video yet. I know a lot of people are confused by this whole rebrand and I had been tipping it off in live streams, but if you don't watch the live streams, then all of this would have been kind of out of the blue for you, which is why I wanted to include it in this video here. Yes, we're no longer the BZHub for multiple reasons. For one thing, I've always disliked being called BZ. I've never been BZ. My name's always been Bo, as I've said in many a video. It's Bo, just Bo. Bo here from BZHub, Bo here from BZHub, Bo here from BZHub, Bo here from BZHub. Initially, my brother Zach was, as I hoped, going to be a bigger part of the channel back when I started this in 2019, which is why I named the channel BZHub, which was Bo and Zach, and this was the hub for all of our videos. Unfortunately, since I started this channel in 2019, this really hasn't become the future that I had wanted. I had hoped that maybe when he got out of college, it was going to all come into effect, or maybe when he finished his apprenticeship or fellowship or what have you, an internship, we'd be able to get into it, but 4 years later, it just isn't happening. So between that and our interest in video games never seeming to match up, as his interest in games seemed to change sporadically every single week, as well as his just general displeasure in making or editing videos altogether. I don't think it will ever happen. So for a good part of last year, I considered to myself what a good name for the future of the channel might be. Something more centered on me and where I saw the future of the channel going, and I eventually landed on Bo Angles. Because it rolls off the tongue, it refers to a single person, and it's literally what I'm doing most of the time. I'm Bo, and I'm angling. From there, it became an issue of trying to figure out the channel art, the logos, all of that sort of stuff, and there's a lot of it. From this, I looked at concept art for video games and different fonts and stuff, colors and whatnot online. This is where my art and design background came in handy, because you go from this to this, repainting the fish and character to one of my favorite fish, the channel catfish, and to myself. Although it'd be an interesting looking version of myself, I'm sure it'll improve over time. For the logo icon, I looked at other logos out there, and this is where I eventually landed on the icon that Blitz uses. Now, if you don't know anything about Blitz, he plays lots of different video games, some fishing games, some hunting games, but lots of other games in between. And the thing about his logo is it says nothing about Blitz. It's a lightning bolt. I mean, it's just right there in the center of the logo, very simple, but the thing is, if you know his channel, you see the lightning bolt and you immediately think of Blitz, and that's what I wanted to create as well. So instead of a lightning bolt, I drew and painted a hook and placed it right onto a wood texture that you would find in a video game. Now this may change slightly in the future as well, but for the most part I like the direction it's going. After redesigning the Bo Angles to be like some camping font I found online, I then came to the intro, which I imagined as this grand opening of like flying through mist and going over water, eventually coming to me fishing for the fish with the Bo Angles logo coming right up on the front, and then a fun like almost like a yodel you'd hear over a mountaintop of some guy yelling Bo Angles and whatnot. Something that would be an iconic introduction to this new rebrand. And I'm happy to say, although it's only 9 seconds long, I think I've managed just that. So, for the first time ever in video form, or maybe the first and second time ever, pack your tackle boxes, hit the like button, and let's get the fishing, everyone.
It's Bo Angles. legendary bow angles.
And let's see it one more time.
It's bow angles. The legendary bow angles.
Now that the video is officially underway, let's answer a few FAQ questions before we break for a tour, but I'll try to be quick because I don't want to bore you. FAQ number 1, where are you from? I grew up in Salina, Kansas. It's a smallish town. It's got about 50,000 people, so it's not small, but it's not big either. I lived in various towns around Kansas for like 20 some years, graduated from the University of Kansas, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, and then moved to California for a month, moved to Kansas City for a good few years, and then moved up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I live now. FAQ number 2, what did you study in college? So originally I went to college for Naval ROTC. I did this because after 2 knee injuries and a handful of concussions in high school, I didn't think that I would go too much further in my sports career. So I went into the Naval Reserve studying mechanical engineering. I was part of the Special Warfare Prep course, which isn't as cool as it sounds. It basically just meant that I was in the Navy, but I did all the physical training with the Marines. I set the unofficial battalion record of 136 push-ups in 2 minutes, ran just over an 8-minute 1.5 mile, as well as being on the Naval ROTC handgun team, which won first place at competition, and I got second overall. I was also on the ROTC swim team, but we didn't do so hot there. But I will say that my leg of the relay was fantastic. I did that for almost 2 years, but then switched into industrial design, which is product design. Now, every item you see on like store shelves was designed by someone like me in correlation with an engineer. But unfortunately, that meant ending my naval career. This was a pretty big change for me, and I really felt like a failure for like the first time in my life. But it gave me a lot of fun memories, a lot of great friends for life, and I enjoy what I do now, so I'm fine with it. Though I will say every time I watch a show or a movie that has a Navy SEAL in it, I do wonder what could have been. FAQ number 3, what kind of dogs do you have? Bjorn and Oslo are Norwegian elk hounds. A lot of dogs have interesting histories, so if you haven't looked yours up, I recommend doing so. But I may say the Norwegian elk hound's history is particularly interesting. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but here's a teaser. Did you know that the country of Norway has in law that they can call upon the nation's population of Norwegian elk hounds if they were to go into war? I assume it's for pulling sleds or finding people in rubble or something. I don't know. I will say I did a fun little video about King Bjorn way back in the day, so feel free to look that up and watch it if you want to. Alright, first round of FAQs out of the way, let's give some stuff away, shall we? So this is where many of you may groan, because to make it easier on me, I'm going to restrict the shipping to just in the US, maybe Canada. And realize that you're gonna have to give me your address at some point, so if you don't want to do that, then don't put in for these prizes. And I'm also going to ask for those addresses through Discord, as well as you're going to have to actually try to get these prizes through Discord by putting your name into a text channel. So if you're not part of the Discord channel, make sure you go to the description down below, get that invite link, and join the channel. I'm going to create a text channel for this. I want you to go in there, type in the things that you're interested in, and then I'm gonna add your name to a drawing, and then we'll divvy it up that way. So if you're only interested in 2 out of the 3 things, only put down the items you're interested in. First up, I've got this long sleeve shirt that I don't wear anymore, but I will say it's pretty cool. It is in extra large, and I've only worn it, a half a dozen times, but it says Hub Tackle on the sleeve, which is something I was looking into way back into the day before my trademark attorneys told me it sounded too much like the Hook Tackle or Hook Company. It's already out there. I have a tarpon that's painted on the back, and this shirt specifically was featured in our first big trip video to Florida, where we went fishing for lots of different fish, and I caught my big bull red drum. But like I said, it is an extra large, so it may fit you, but if you just want to wear a big shirt, I understand that as well. I can sign it if you want me to, or if you just want it as is, just let me know. Second up is this tackle box I received a long time ago. I would love to give it to someone who needs a tackle box and has lots of stuff they want to put inside of it. This thing is like brand new. There is nothing inside of it besides the little tackle boxes, and they're even wrapped in plastic. That's how new this is. And heck, it's so new, the security tag that they forgot to take off is still on there. So don't take this into a store or else they'll think you stole it. It was given to me, so hopefully they forgot to take it off, unless I had a relative give them the old 8-finger discount, but I doubt it. Same goes, I can sign that if you want me to, or I can just give it to you as is. Your choice. And lastly, I'm going to be giving away 10 sets of sticker packs. And these will include an old BZHub sticker, a new MDO sticker, a new Bow Angle sticker, of course, as well as 1 or 2 other stickers I haven't really come up with yet, but will most likely be image-based, like he-nail fishing or a fish or something like that. But 10 sets of them and 12 winners overall, and let me tell you, even with 63,000 people, from my experience, less than 30 people will put their name in here, which means you'll probably have close to a 50% chance of winning. So make sure you go into the Discord, put your name on the text channel that I come up with, and I'll wish you the best of luck. Okay, moving on, a tour of the new digs. You'll have to forgive me, it's a tad messy, but I like to call it lived in. Alright, here we are, tour of the basement, the office, what have you. So first off, I just wanted to say, we take a look. Ooh, magic light. 1 for live streams and 1 just for daily stuff. As we walk around here, you'll see camera we've used before. Onto me, we got, ooh, magic, ooh, rainbow keyboard. Got a monitor, another monitor. This one you can draw on though, which is kind of neat. I think I've showed that before. I use that for all my art stuff. You got a second monitor, which I'll use on like Discord and like our stream chat and stuff like that. So if you see me looking up in the live streams, I'm reading the stream chat up there. Got my nice desk chair. It's falling apart though, unfortunately. Desk chairs are expensive though, so I'm kind of keeping it, even though. Got to pull down the microphone. And then we got our light here. Pretty easy. Just go. Boop. And it's on and off. Printer. Laptop for work. 2 monitors for work. This entire setup is just for work. So yeah, this entire setup was provided by work. It's not connected to any of my stuff. Bunch of random crap there that I keep in the little bookcase. Over here though is what you usually see in the live streams. Hey, that's a common sight. Got our Ferdinand the pheasant. We got the deer. I don't know the name of the deer. And then the tigerfish that my wife caught in Zambia. Tank 7, one of my favorite beverages in the Kansas City area. This is Klaus. I got him. He's Nutcracker for Christmas. Just thought, another fisherman. Might as well take you home. Here's the pictures you always see, but you usually can't because there's usually a light glaring off there. But there's our alligator gar that we caught in Texas, 234 pounds. It's a monster. It was a monster. Here's our giveaways we already did. This is my birthday gift my wife gave me for my birthday. There's old Bjorn and Oslo. Happy dogs, happy dogs. Over here we got camera stuff. We got another light over there. We're gonna be doing more like unboxing and showing off different products and stuff on the MDO, so I'm excited about that, and that's what this desk is for. Have a little stool behind it so I can sit there. Over here got some other random stuff. There's another deer that I shot way back in the day. Black bear skull. Here's the original hunter disc that I had. 2013. Before that is even when I started playing the Hunter, but I saw that on sale at a Walmart and I picked it up and it gave me a ton of different stuff. Here is some scales from the snakehead that I caught in Taiwan. But yeah, the snakehead in Taiwan, they fell off when he was in the boat, in the net and whatnot, so I kept them. I do collect. I got both of the original packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards from when I was a kid, and then I have a bunch of different Pokemon box sets as well. So that's pretty cool. Collect some of those. That's my Grandpa Norm's old baseball mitt a long time ago. Some alarms, some lights, some camera stuff down in here, showing stuff off. Boxes, some clays down there. Target, an old recurve I got from my grandpa. There's a plasma rifle from Fallout. T-Rex from when I was a kid. Heater because it gets cold down here in the winter. And a little bulletin board, a bunch of random stuff. And then the assault rifle, which we shoot little bugs with. And then this is a secondary light, which I shine on my face during live streams. Little coat rack for all my little doodads and hair stuff. And this is a little workshop and a little storage for all my fishing rods and whatnot. Keep all that in here. My carp stuff all there. Old lures and packages and stuff. I need to do more organizational stuff because this is kind of crazy. Lots of different stuff. I got my Woodstock project that I'm doing on the MDO channel. I got more woodworking stuff here to do work on the wood stock. Nice table here. More tools up on the wall here. I did install this. I am pretty proud of it. Open these doors up. Boom! Automatic lights. Pretty proud of that. Never installed that before, but it was really easy and I love how it turned out. Open up this door and we got some camera stuff, lots of camera stuff. Keep it all in the bookcase, nice and organized, sort of. And lots of gear, backpacks, camera tripods, gun cases, and lots more gear, tents, backpacks, all of the above. And then this is kind of a cool little area as well. I got the old treadmill here to do some running on. Got this pretty cheap, Facebook Marketplace. This is actually rowing machine. Boop, boop, boop. Bench there. Eventually I'll get a whole rack to go right here so I can use the bench in the rack. Air conditioner, wall that's unfinished, TV for when you're on the treadmill. Yeah, works pretty nice. Got inch thick rubber flooring under here. Pretty fantastic. And here's the cot I sleep on sometimes when I need a nap during the day. That's pretty much it. All right, one last round of FAQs. FAQ number 4. How tall are you? Okay, well, I'm 5'8". My brother's 5'10". I got unlucky, I guess. However, I grew to 5'8" when I was 11 years old, which meant for like 4 or 5 years, I was an absolute monster in sports. To the point where people from like surrounding towns and cities knew my name because I played their kids in sports, and I was mean, to be quite honest. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. FAQ number 5. Did you play any sports growing up? Yeah, I played a lot of sports growing up, to the point where it was easier to name off the sports I didn't play versus the ones I did play. I played soccer, baseball, football, track and field, powerlifting, swimming, and golf. Like 7 different sports. Though most people knew me for playing football or soccer and powerlifting, where I was a 160-pound weight class state champion 2 times. FAQ number 6. Your favorite class in school? I'm starting to see where the age range is of these questions. So I was a pretty artsy kid. So growing up, my favorite class was always art class. I still have a few of my paintings somewhere. When I was in high school, I was obsessed with the Predators and Master Chief from Halo, and I always wondered which one of them would win in a fight, given their similar size, strength, and technology. So I did a half dozen different paintings and drawings of them fighting. In fact, I have one right now. It's in 2 pieces, so it's a little pain. You can kind of imagine what it looked like. This was from my senior year in high school. Kind of had Spartan on one side and Predator on the other. Different weapons and stuff. Predator, Spartan. Halo's not as cool as it was back in the day, but when I was a teenager, Halo was still a pretty big game. The original Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, they had just come out. Anyway, FAQ number 7, your favorite fish to fish for. So growing up in Kansas, my favorite fish to fish for was the channel catfish. There's something about just relaxing on a riverbank, listening to the river, or maybe just trudging up and down it, floating some chicken liver along with the stream, hoping that you see that sucker go underwater. Still brings back some awesome memories doing that. And anytime I make it back to Kansas, I try to make it out for another go. However, once I learned about carp fishing, especially living in an urban area like Kansas City, I fell in love. It's just such an awesome fish, truly. And it's so fun to hang out with your friends after a day or a week of work, 3 rods out for each of us, and just sitting back and relaxing while waiting for those alarms to go off. It was a freaking blast. And if you go out there with like 4 or 5 different people, you are constantly running around between different rods. You have to think, 4 or 5 different people, that's up to 15 rods in the water. You're gonna be constantly running back and forth, helping people net, reeling in fish. It's just a blast. If it honestly wasn't for the simplicity of bass fishing, I would really wonder why so many people wasted their time fishing for bass when there's carp out there in probably the same water. But I tell you what, I think that's gonna stop us on the FAQ so that we save some for a future video. I'm excited if you've made it this far, and if you have, I always love to see down in the comments if you could answer a simple question for me. What gift you're looking forward to getting this holiday season, or maybe your favorite gift you've ever received will work as well. For everyone else who doesn't make it this far, they're gonna wonder why the heck all those answers are down in the comment section. You and I will know, won't we? So I'm excited for the future of the channel. While we'll attempt to keep the playthroughs of Fishing Planet, Russian Fishing 4, and Call the Wild the Angler alive and well, we'll also make an effort to bring in a few other games, entire playthroughs of games, which I'm really looking forward to doing. These will be extra long videos, sometimes over an hour in length, where we'll be playing games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Stardew Valley, World of Warcraft, Far Cry, Skyrim, and more. As to how we're going to do that, you're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what the new year brings, and I hope that each and every one of you and your families has a wonderful holiday season and a fantastic new year. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it. Join us at our live streams every Monday, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central, except for this week of the 25th through the 29th of December, which I won't be around. And make sure to join us on our Discord, which there should be an invite link down in the description. Take care, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, remember, everyone, we're one planet, one family. Game on.